It's about to go down. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C Chum, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out. Or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends are back.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.
We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do. Michael Sean wears tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when December comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Friday, people. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm so sorry I'm late. Late. I apologize. The alarm was not on. Dr. Aerosmith is in the building. We got a lot to get to. Having all types of laptop issues and
Thankful
downloading
Thursday.
and deleting. Happy Thankful Thursday. Thankful,
What up,
yeah.
Asha?
Thankful Thursday, Asha.
Asha's first.
Hey. One at a time, y'all. Asha, happy Thursday.
Sean.
Thankful Thursday. Thankful for being here. Thank you for our health. Thank you for breathing. Thank you for waking up. All that good stuff. Start with Dr. Aerosmith. Aaron, how was your night last night? Anything new? Because it's something new for Jimmy. But anything new?
Oh no, all good. We did some event at the campus. They did like a 101 for the Greek organization. So the young guys was out there, nice little event, got another one tonight. Regular stuff, just still typing and writing, editing.
Typing and writing.
TU, Temple University, Philly.
Making content to live off. All right.
Yo, he stay repping Temple. I love it.
Waking up, man.
Gang.
So if you got something thankful, put it up there. If you got some gang. And I just want to tell y'all, I don't know what went on yesterday, but our numbers were way up. So thank y'all for everybody who joined in. Like the numbers was crazy.
It was the CIA.
What's the CIA?
It was the YouTube police. They was checking on us. The YouTube.
That's why we had so much company yesterday. Like
they was like, what's going on over here?
What's going on? There was a whole lot going on. Jay Black, how was your night? What was going on? You took a vacation day.
Vacation day.
No doctor's note and there's no.
I did get a doctor's note.
Well, where is it?
I did.
It's good that you got one because I didn't get one.
Yeah, I did.
Takeover Legend Human Resource didn't receive it, so it really doesn't matter what you have in your hand.
And it's a thankful Thursday. No, it was thankful that no colon cancer. I had a colonoscopy. How you say colonoscopy?
No, don't say it again. Just don't say it
again.
Colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy.
No, just don't say it again. Just don't say it again.
Yo,
Colorado. As I always say, anytime somebody say something different, I'll be like Colorado. They gonna say, what you talking about? Don't worry, it's a private joke with the podcast.
Colonoscopy. Okay.
It's some C words. It's some C words.
But that's good, but it's good. The main point.
He said some C words.
The main point is that it turned out great.
Yeah, I was good. Oh, there was a little tiny bit of pile up. They took. Yeah, I'm good. I was good. I was health is wealth, people. So I'm thankful. Lady Q had to make me do it, but I did it, and That's the best nap you can have too, by the way. That's the
Yeah, that's what everybody tells him.
I need that propofol. I need that Michael Jackson in my house. Something. That's some good sleep, dude.
Well, actually, you
That is
don't, because it gives you permanent sleep too. It gives you when you take
Oh no,
it
I don't
home.
need permanent. Good morning, KT. Good morning, Miss Parker, Miss Clark. Well, Miss LaShawn, Asha. But yeah, no, it was good. I'm thankful that everything was healthy. I'm good.
And we're thankful that none of that, because there'd be nothing worse than having something you can't pronounce. There'd be nothing worse than that.
No, it was a check for colon cancer, so I know I could pronounce that.
No,
So
but just
cancer was
procedure. Just God bless. They find out. Well, how'd you find out? And then you got to tell them how you was the procedure.
I had a colonoscopy.
Yes, there you go. There you go.
Good morning, Diane.
I say that 5 times in a row. Trying to say that. I'm grateful for my legendary ladies of sisterhood that is forming between us. Life is better sharing time with y'all. Oh, very nice, Miss Parker.
Good morning,
very
Diane.
nice. Shout out to everybody rocking out. Ms. Barr, my night was fine. This laptop problem is becoming major, so I'm trying my best to delete and gain more memory, and I had to do a segment for Shawnee Scott on her radio show that she has in Texas, and thank God that I did that, because I wouldn't have known what was going on with everything. So I was able to, that's the reason why the thing was up today and everything like that, because
you was hanging with Shiny. Okay.
Yeah. I was doing a segment for her show. I was doing a segment for the show. So now I got the segment on 3 stations, so that's dope. Shout out to DJ Super, who's also working with Shawnee Scott. He's actually the DJ that DJs for her Thursday and Friday at the radio station Magic. Yeah, I got him connected.
Okay, Super, you linked them up. That's dope.
That's what's up.
Afro Queen, what up, Afro Queen? Good morning.
I'll be in Harlem, I think, tonight. I think I'm supposed to be in Harlem tonight. So that should be it. That should be something. Yesterday, Jay Black, the big show was we had all about Dame Dash being on the Breakfast Club.
I watched.
In Harlem doing what though, Mike? You just said I'll be in Harlem.
I'll be doing comedy in Harlem.
Okay, yeah. You gotta, got these new viewers. You still might have some of these new viewers in here. They might not know what's going on. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm trying to work my way into a mood today. I'm trying to work my way into being in a positive mood. But yes, tonight, comedy in Harlem, it goes down. Allegedly, I'm supposed to be there, so I'll leave work early, get down there, and then I'll be rocking. I ain't been on stage in a minute, so we'll see what goes on. Ashley Newman, good morning. What you thankful for, Ashley? Afro Queen, what's going on? So we're talking about Dame Dash, and we had the long conversation about Dame. So, Dame and Cameron have been going back and forth. Jay said he saw the show, so I don't have to play too much of what happened.
Oh, yeah, I watched.
So, Dame made accusations. Dame said he was the chairman of Revolt. He said he was the chairman of Revolt, and then he was, talking a lot. And I guess Cameron didn't appreciate hearing about that, because Cameron basically was like, you're not what you saying. What you saying. Do I have here? And I'll let them talk for themselves. I don't feel like explaining this shit. I'll let them talk for themselves.
Wanted to explain a little bit more about what went down behind the scenes with Cameron and not even Cameron, but Dame Dash and Revolt TV is Cameron, because what?
We still talking about this?
Yeah, we have to. Now, we got to get to this one. I didn't have it in the last hour. It was a big day. Dame Dash is currently trending across Google because of the interview. So we're going to get this in, because Cameron actually, this is the button that we should have put on it last hour. So apologies for not having it. Then we got it now. Cameron explains what actually went down between Cameron, Dame Dash, and Revolt, and how we got here. Let's take a listen.
I ain't know you be lying like this, bro. When a man, you don't pay attention to a lot of the called Revolt last week and say he wants to put his content on Revolt channel. Revolt programming is booked up until 2026. I have 2 more shows I could do this year. And so when I found that out, I called my man Fendi. I said, yo, tell Dame I'll put his shows on my slot on Revolt, because I have 2 more shows I could put on Revolt if I can executive produce the shows. When I needed help, he put my albums out on Rockefeller, and I let him executive produce them. I'm trying to do the same thing for you. I got a couple $2 for you. I'm just the executive producer of the show. First he told Fendi, he like, I bet. Now, matter of fact, that. I'm the godfather. He can't executive produce my shows, da, 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 da. How you the godfather of anything? Your word don't count no more. You don't got teeth. You have dentures.
Damn.
Your word don't mean nothing. You fell off the Mount Rushmore of Harlem a long time ago. But we'll address it all tomorrow and Friday. But don't say I ain't trying to help out. You didn't want me to executive produce your TV shows. Could have walked right in for you.
That's sad, man. Dame cares too much about what other people think, especially in regards to his finances. He wants to be perceived as a boss. So he just wanted to say he was chairman of Revolt so he can come off as Cam's boss?
Yeah.
That's corny.
Yeah.
Crazy. A lot of the interviews corny, but yeah, crazy.
So
It's a lot.
yeah, so
Good morning, Rashida.
I mean, they're bigger news. There's bigger things to talk about, but I don't know what to say. If you say something like that and
It's coming up.
people fact check it, and like we said, there was a rumor that he maybe was the Revolt chairman for a month. I guess there was a month. He said, I've never heard of that just being put in for a month.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna say. I didn't want to say it. I was gonna say
I've never heard of that.
I heard of probation. They have a
I've heard of
probation
probation for a month. I've heard 30 days.
But now you the boss. You the boss for the month. Boss of the month. Employee of the month. You the boss of the month.
I don't. We need your. What was that? We need your.
The doctor's note.
Jay Black. Yeah,
I'm just getting caught up on all the comments. I'm just getting that.
What was the who said what? What's the next one? Oh my, got a haircut. Yeah, I got a haircut. The girl who normally braids my hair, she couldn't do it. And I was like, I got tired. I was like, just cut it off. Mike, but it'll be back. Oof. Mike, you didn't have one yet. You said that's what they told you. Mike, you didn't.
You didn't get a you didn't get to see
colonoscopy.
No, I didn't get it yet. No. Looking forward to having my colonoscopy and a nice nap. 2 pounds gone. Okay, all right. Wait, Mike, you got a haircut? Yeah, I got a haircut. I'm just impatient. I just didn't feel like waiting and then doing a whole bunch of stuff to do the show tonight. And I said, just cut it off. Trust me, it'll be back by October. I'll be braiding it again then. JB, a colonoscopy, which in the grammatical errors, I guess error is going on here. I had something I can't even say. I'm thankful, God. All is well.
Oh, because he had colonoscopy, but he couldn't say it.
Yeah, Lady keep me doing it. But keep going. Good morning, K-Day. Keep going. Good morning.
Got my Texas debut on Magic 97.3, 5 o'clock mix. Good looking, Mike. Thursday and Friday. Oh, no doubt. DJ Super, you deserve it.
Nice.
Listen on the
so, I mean, but what do we say about Dame? If he's lying about it, it would have been the wrong time to lie in the Breakfast Club if you didn't know the whole truth. If he's got a different angle to it where he can defend it, I'm sure he'll defend it in somehow or another. It's a shame that him and Cameron are going at it so crazy. These are two Harlem guys who obviously rode out together for a long time. So, and what I wanted was the Adrian Bronner video where Cameron removed Adrian Bronner from the actual set for disrespecting his
he kept flirting with one of his co-hosts, and Cam told him, dude, you gotta leave. Like, you can't keep trying to holler at my people when I already told you her dude is here. And he stood on that. Because we never did that with Sexy Mo. We never did that. Every rapper, everybody always tried to holler at Mo. Remember, from Nas to Keith Murray, we didn't stop nobody. But Cameron stood up for his people. I thought that was dope.
Yeah, but Mo's boyfriend was not in the studio either. Like, that would be a little different. If Mo's boyfriend was right outside the glass looking at us, like, y'all gonna let David Banner just okay, y'all gonna...
Yeah, David Banner. They always try to holler and scoop up Mo. We encourage Mo. Hey, you need to take this one up. You need to go.
We're trying to arrange a marriage. Yeah, her boyfriend wasn't in the building. It'd be a little different if her boyfriend's in the glass, fogging up the glass, looking Mike dead in the face, like, oh, this is how y'all do.
Let's keep it 100. It would be different if she ain't flirt back.
Mo wasn't flirting back. She was just being Mo. Mo was not flirting back.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Cameron girl. You talking about Mo?
Wait. You gonna keep it 100 or you gonna fucking lie while we on here?
Mo was doing.
You gotta get Mo on the show. We can't do this without Mo.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
We got to table it. You got to table it.
Oh, you got
I got to do a
table.
camera, you know. Yeah, you know,
All right, we're gonna see. We're gonna come back to that because I was
Or,
about to call her right
or
now on speakerphone.
she gonna watch
I
the
was,
clip and be like, Fearless, you supposed to be my brother. You let them. I said, nah. I told them they should talk while you here. I told them they should talk while you here. You know, I said, I gotta say that. I gotta say that. She due to come on anyway. We talked about that. So now we got a reason. You know, say your name was on the show. Your name came up on the show today. She gonna say, what happened?
all right, I'm finally caught up on all the comments. All right, now we have the
Man.
yeah. But go ahead. So Cam, you thought that was honorable? You thought he shouldn't have did that? Or
Yeah,
should
no,
have did that, Mike?
definitely. Definitely. You know, that's the name of Dame's movie, Honor Up. Dame Dash movie with Cam and Mook and all of them. Honor Up. Sounds honorable.
What was I told? I was told. There was somebody said he only did it. There was a reason he only did it. Somebody had a problem with him doing it, and I ain't get it. Like I still to this day I don't get what he didn't do it for her. Damn, well, I forgot. Anyway,
Well,
I thought
I said a lot of people. Her name is Stacks, by the way. That was
Stacks. Yeah.
A lot of people said that Stacks was smiling way too hard. If you see the deleted scene, she was very uncomfortable. But wait, if she smiled, so she was smiling like an uncomfortable.
Yeah, people
smile,
do that.
People
do maybe both. No, I don't think it was flirting. I think it was, yo, this nigga's tripping. Like, he's hilarious. He was funny. It was things to be funny, but still inappropriate. It was funny though. It's like,
But
you
if
know, Mike
somebody's
does
trying to
comedy.
holler at you,
People don't want to laugh, but it be some truth in it. People still laughing. It's an uncomfortable topic, but comedians be doing all the time, making people laugh, even though it's a little uncomfortable. So I
but
think
can there
both was
be
going
mixed
on.
signals? I'm trying to holler at you and you
I
smiling.
don't think she was trying to holler. I don't think.
Can we open our eyes? It's Adrian fucking Bronner. She wants nothing to do with him. She wants nothing to do with this washed up boxer.
Yeah.
She's an intelligent girl with a whole career ahead of her who's doing her thing. She wants nothing to do with this old ass bum.
Yeah, and she can get other boxers, to be honest, most likely. Yeah,
she would pick him. Y'all boxers. She actually has a career.
If she was to pick a boxer, I don't think she'd be like my mountain. She'd be like, you know what? I got one choice. Adrian Bronner. Nah.
Like who is Adrian? Like nobody cares. She was trying
and
to
his beard was the beard was looking real homeless.
She was trying to be professional. Nervous laughter is very. I don't know if it was a nervous laughter. Now I gotta go find the clips that Tosh talking about. I just saw him trying to holler. He like, damn, you look good. I can't get past how you looking. you know how girls do that. You say, oh wow, you.
I don't know. I don't think she was feeling him.
No, nobody want that old man. Don't nobody want that old ass man. Dog, keep it 100, dog. Stop.
Tosh, it wasn't like very annoying on those deletes. So Tosh saw something different. She saw some other where the girl might have been flirting back, but I don't know.
Flirting with Andrew. Can we be living reality, not living Trump world right now, y'all?
Wait, was she trying to say annoyed or because why? I don't know if she meant annoying. Did she mean annoyed?
Very annoying on the deleted scene. She was very annoying. She was with her smile.
Let us know if that's what you meant. Let us know if that's what you meant.
Let us know if that's what you meant. Look, Cameron did the right thing. He stood up for her, and he did it in a very relaxed way. He wasn't trying to show up Adrian Bronner. He just said, "Dog, thank you for your time."
And he paid him. And
he paid him the money.
For your time.
He took the money out of the bag, and which is a way to demoralize a person, because he's basically like, look, man, just take this money and get the fuck out of here. That's what he said, but he didn't say.
But he hugged him and everything. He said,
Yeah, he hugged him. He said, look, all right, we know you got a drinking problem. We know you got some type of alleged addiction and stuff like that, and take this money. And
oh no, she was annoyed. Okay,
that's what I thought. I thought that's what she meant. Yeah.
Now, did Adrian Bronner do anything that I haven't seen guests do for a million years? I saw it with Jade all the time.
Oh yeah, you got Lady Jade. Yeah.
I saw it with Lady Jade all the time. Every time somebody came in, they weren't disrespectful, but they was, oh, you're so beautiful. Thank you. You are so good. Thank you. Oh my God. I see comedians.
She used to it. Thank you.
Yeah,
I know.
Trey Songz Trey Songz was ridiculous. Like, Trey Songz was so like, dog, get over it. She don't want you. That's what these guys think. See, that's what every woman thinks, that because you're a celebrity, they can have any woman they want. No, they can't. Not even close. It has nothing to do with.
We don't do that because it's awkward. Okay, that's why they do that.
Nervous laughter.
They get nervous, but they like the compliments, but then they get nervous laughter.
How could you say? How do you know if they like the compliments?
Women, do y'all like compliments when a guy's saying that you're
at work trying to do your job? Put it in its proper. We're gonna start flagging you now. We're gonna start throwing a flag on you. When you ask a question, keep it in the proper context. When you're at work trying to do your job, and somebody who you're working with to do your job is flirting with you.
Oh wow, you're beautiful. Oh, you look at you're very attractive, young lady. And I guess it's the repeated compliments that they might not like, but the initial one, or Miss Clark said no, she don't. The initial one, I think they're okay with is the when you make it awkward when you keep saying it. So I get that part. Afro Queen said nope.
Yeah, all of his stuff was a little creepy. All of his was like, all his compliments was like a little creepy. He never just said, "Yo, you're beautiful," like it just left it like.
No, he kept coming back.
When I'm working,
Tawana said no, Jay is awkward. Yeah, at work is awkward at work. Kay, they said once you say the compliment, move on.
That's it.
Keep going, then is annoying. Yeah.
But listen, he's Adrian Bronner. I get it. He's a guest. He thinks that's the confusing thing about these podcasts. It seems like anything goes on these podcasts. It seems like you can say whatever you want on these podcasts. And then when somebody compliments somebody, tries to holler, everybody gets offended. I'm not saying what Cam did was wrong. I'm saying y'all got some really weird rules because y'all break every other rule. But I get it. I'm saying I think Cameron handled it correctly. I think he was respectful. I just so we got rules now. So if those are the rules, and he did warn him the first time, but people think everything's a game on these podcasts. They think everybody's playing. They think y'all say crazy, disrespectful stuff, and y'all think everybody's playing. And then all of a sudden, when the line gets drawn, that we're not playing. And once again, I respect what he did. I'm saying what he did was right. But I understand the confusion of going into the Wild Wild West and thinking this is the Wild Wild West. And if I tell you that Floyd Mayweather got a secret baby somewhere stashed, you're cool with that. And if I tell you I smashed, I'm just giving this a hypothetical. If Adrian Bronner had said something disrespectful about smashing Floyd's girl or something like that, y'all would have been cool with that. That would have been okay. But if he flirts with the co-host, that's wrong. Once again, I think what he's doing is right. I'm just saying two things can be right at the same time. There's a lot of confusion on what the rules are when you walk into a podcast.
Here go more confusion. LaShawn said, we like compliments when we like you. So
I like that.
The others feel like harassment.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's true. That's definitely part of it too. Even somebody tap you on the shoulder, grab you up. If you turn around, somebody grab you up, and you turn around, and it's Chris Brown or Idris Elba, whoever you like, you're gonna be like, ah. But if somebody you don't know grabs you like that, you're gonna be like, ah. I'm the same way though, but a lot of men are like that too. I ain't gonna lie. It's not just a women thing. Because if somebody calls me, I have people call me on the phone and be a wrong number, but the person sounds so good, I'll be like, no problem. That's all good.
Oh no, let's bring Kamari in. Kamari,
talk this money. Get this money.
Yeah, so yeah, it's confusing, and Sean just made it even worse. Listen, there has to be a line when you're doing this stuff that you have to say you just can't do this. So I'm sure Cameron's gonna have to put some rules now. Like you can't holler at.
Well, he did warn him twice, like Todd said. He did. Cameron did tell him, "Yo,
well, technically he warned him once. The second one was you gone."
You go.
Let me go upgrade real quick. He
gonna upgrade. All right. Good morning,
Kamar. What's going on? Kamar's in the building. What's going on? We ain't seen you since last week. How's everything been? Anything new? Any updates? Anything going on? What's popping?
A lot of frantic stuff. Last week was a deadline week. That's why I was out of pocket. I'm still in deadline season. So
deadline for what?
Taxes. Taxes ain't never over. Taxes are all year round, brother. All year round.
So what does deadline mean?
So last week's deadline, well, actually this week's deadline was for small businesses and partnerships. The individual deadline will be October 15th. So now I got to start working on those. but I got my bucket hat on because I wish I was on vacation somewhere. So this is my own mental health therapy session.
Hey, you have your colonoscopy scheduled? You had one yet?
No, but I need to get one.
They saying Mike schedule his Mike. You missed that earlier. They was concerned that you.
I did. No. But I did something different. So there's ways where you can take samples to test that. It's like a colon guard. So I did to get that test. Now I got to do a full colonoscopy.
Oh, okay. Well,
so I'm not totally delinquent. Not totally delinquent.
I gotta get mine. Definitely gotta get mine done. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So that's dope. Give me something you're thankful for. Give me a thankful. It's a thankful Thursday. Thankful Thursday. Cool.
Can we go back to the AB thing real quick?
We're gonna go right back to it once you answer the question.
Okay. What am I thankful for? Yeah. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful that I woke up today. I'm thankful to see y'all today. You know, I'm thankful for my children.
Okay.
I got a late fee notice today from my son's college. He's in college though, right? But I'm thankful that he's in college. So I'm thankful for everything. Count it all joy.
Nice. Yeah, it never stops. It's gonna be late fees. Never stops.
Late fees for college. You gotta pay it, Pops.
Nah, listen, the funds are there. We were waiting for a scholarship he got from one of the D9 that will remain nameless. But they said they sent it, but we ain't got it yet.
Come on. I'm surprised your wife ain't will you right on up to that office to get your thing scheduled. Maybe she got her policy, LaShawn. She got her. Let me stop.
All right, so the AB thing. You want to talk about the AB thing? Go ahead. What do you want to say about AB?
Did y'all read what Cameron said? His reason for checking AB.
Well, I saw it a few times. What he said a lot, but which one do you want to point out?
He said her boyfriend was there.
Yeah, we said that. Yeah, we said that.
But don't y'all think that's weird?
No, he probably works there. He probably has a job there.
He didn't check him because of her, in my opinion. It was because her boyfriend was there. And I think that's kind of whack.
Well, he was checking her because it was making her feel uncomfortable even more because her boyfriend is right there, and you're directly going. So it's still her. It's still her being there. So I don't know. I don't see why that's weird. You got to explain. I don't know. I don't see why that would be weird.
I think that was like his justification for doing it. To me, I don't think any justification needs to be stated. You out of pocket. And for the record, I think Adrian Broner needs to be tested. I think he's on the spectrum or something. He needs help. One of the most talented boxers ever, and he just a lot of weird stuff.
Maybe he didn't want to come off as a blocker. Like, yo, why you hating? I'm trying to get with her. I think so he used that as an excuse. You're trying to say Cam needed an excuse?
Yes.
Well, that's what somebody else said that I didn't get. Shawnee said, well, he just did it because it was her boyfriend, but he didn't do it simply because of her. And my answer to her was, this is why I'm gonna keep it 100. This is why people don't be defending y'all women, because even when we defend you, it gets diagnosed and dissected on why.
I don't know, right? Whatever would have said that though, right?
But whatever the case is, he did. And we're never gonna know if that was we're never gonna get in Cameron's mind to know what was he irritated? Was that one of the points that he was trying to say, yo, her boyfriend's here? And I told you the first time. So was it just he was adding on? I told you the first time. He didn't bring the boyfriend up the first time. I told you the first time.
Oh, I thought he brought it up both times. Okay.
But regardless, are we gonna start? If somebody protects me in a situation, I'm not gonna go, the only reason you did that is because I'm funny. I'm gonna say thank you. I'm not gonna break the whole thing down and be like, yeah, I know you're ulterior. I mean, he did. He probably felt uncomfortable. He's probably cool with her boyfriend. He's cool with her, obviously. If you notice, when they have these conversations, no slick talk ever goes to her. Out of all the craziness, there's never any slick talk that goes to her. There's no bringing her into the crazy sex talk. There's no bringing her in on, hey, what would you do if you were bent over at 3 o'clock? You know what I'm saying? Like they always keep her out the mix, and I respect it. So, but the compliments, you know, but once again, I understand why Adrian Broner would be confused. I respect what Cameron did. I think it was the right thing. I also understand why.
Wait, what?
I totally understand. If you're going on a podcast where anything goes, if you're going on a podcast that I repeat it because I guess you weren't there. If you're going on a podcast that I can literally tell you I was smashing a celebrity's girl at 3:00 in the morning every Thursday, and that's cool. We can literally do anything, but now you got rules. So unless you told me the rules before we get on, like I understand what. Now the second time, I don't think Adrian Bronner took Cameron seriously because Cameron was so laid back about the situation. He was so Cameron. It wasn't like Cameron said, "Yo, chill." Cameron did the he's a you crazy.
Right, it's very lackadaisical.
You know what I mean? He was he kept it cool. And I don't think Adrian Bronner got it, especially if he was drunk, if he was high, the way Cameron alleged afterwards, that he's an addict and all this other stuff. I can see how, but I also understand Cam setting the rules for future guests because now you have some presidents that this is how it goes down. She's off limits. She's off. So she's basically oh, and how about Molly quitting First Take? Hate to make a quick left for those who watch First Take with Stephen A. Smith. How about Molly just quitting abruptly and saying she's gone? Okay, I just thought about that because Stats was her version. Molly is Stats is their the Molly from First Take. But shout out to
wasn't Molly the reason for a lot of the stuff with Skip and all that too?
Nah, she wasn't the reason.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay.
Yeah, she wasn't even. I don't even think she might have. No, she wasn't there when Skip was there. I forget who was even there when Skip was there. I forget.
Okay.
So, and some of the women on like LaShawn confused the hell out of us and said, "Yeah, the compliments are all right if we like you." That just throws a whole monkey wrench in it. That just throws a whole. It's either okay or it's not okay. It's either appropriate behavior or it's not appropriate. It can't be when y'all like us.
Come on, the convenience factor is always at play.
And I know we all do that, but in these situations, it can't be like just because y'all like us.
That's what Stacks looks like. Oh, that's Stacks. Okay, I didn't know.
Pretty
what
woman,
like.
pretty intelligent, young, and
right there.
Yeah,
I mean, if you want to play, I think I did have it queued up.
You can play it if you want to play it. Go ahead, you can play it.
For those who might have didn't hear it or see it.
Good in person.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hey, said I appreciate
what you wish that. I love you. God, I'm sorry. My bad, y'all. My bad.
Arabia, is that a real background?
Hey, Stack, could you stop?
Yes.
Can you stop smiling?
Arabia.
Yo, bro. Some G shit. We got a boyfriend here, yo.
Oh, shit.
I told you that.
My bad.
Like it's all like. Okay, we can move on to football. Then.
So he tried to move on.
The football. I guess that answered the question about Floyd. When I see you taking off some time,
I'm mesmerized by Stack.
This nigga here, bro.
I did not know you looked that good in person. My bad, bro. You're amazing.
All right, hey, we gonna have to ask you to go, my nigga. I have to ask you to go. I want to pay you for your time, for being here. I appreciate you. I love you, my nigga.
I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, no.
You do sound drunk.
I asked you the first time. I don't have no problems with you, but I'm gonna pay you for your time. But you can't violate, bro. I told you that.
I'm not, though. I'm not.
I told you niggas boyfriend was here. You know me with my brother.
Oh, shit, my bad, bro.
No. But I appreciate your time.
It's me.
Well, if you want to wait for us outside, you could, but I'm not gonna sit in and not value your time neither. Good, but I appreciate it, bro. You gotta jump out.
Then he gave him a little dapped him up, gave him some bread, and
yeah, bring Doc in. Doc, I think Doc's back in. It's a tragic. Listen, Adrian Bronner is a tragic boxing story.
Yes,
and there's a million of them. But he's a tragic boxing story where he was on the verge. There was a point in boxing, which most people don't, a lot of people, casual people don't even know he was a boxer. He wasn't just a boxer, he was a world-class boxer.
Yeah, he was undefeated. He was the next Floyd Mayweather. He was that dude at one point.
And then Marcus Maidana whipped that ass, and nothing was ever the same after that.
I think the problem was he thought he was Floyd. Because he was doing everything that Floyd was doing at the time.
And he didn't listen to anybody. I mean, you know, and he was a kid from, I think, Cincinnati, and he got a bunch of bread, and Floyd had him under the wing. Then he turned on Floyd, and then he felt betrayed by Floyd, and then the career just went downhill. Then he just kept losing. And he had another big fight. He fought Manny Pacquiao, which was a big fight, and he got beat up by Manny Pacquiao. I mean, he went the distance with him. I mean, this guy was a world-class boxer.
And every time he lose, he say he got cheated. No, I won that fight. Every time he got beat so bad. No, I won that. No, that's I got robbed.
But Adrian Broner shows signs of mental health. Now, when you show signs of mental health problems, then you get punched in the head a lot. Then you party and you do drugs and you party and you run the street. It's a bad combination. It's a combination to the equals to tragic ending. And he probably got about 5 racks maybe for doing the interview, and probably ran off and spent that. And unfortunately, this is one of them stories that when they end tragically, we'll all send our thoughts and prayers, but nobody will be surprised. This is when context clues matter. Was she flirting back? Nervous laughter doesn't count as liking you back or welcoming your behavior. Dude seemed drunk. Well, I mean, look, John, you're the one who said if you like, it depends if you like them. And I think maybe you were being funny. So, you know, I have no idea.
She did have that K-Day hair flowing though. The thick hair flow like K. I don't know, Mike. I don't know.
But she's a pretty 20-something-year-old. Like, this is the weird stuff that is being that things are normalized. Like, at a certain point as a man, you got to be at a certain age where you recognize that somebody's beautiful, but you also recognize that it's embarrassing for you to try to holler.
Yeah. Repeatedly. You get the first one off, but yeah, it's the repeatedly part.
Yeah, definitely not repeatedly.
Yeah.
The first one's like, and there's a different beautiful. There's beautiful, like you beautiful girl. That's different than you are beautiful. Like,
like, what are you gonna do? You know, there's a compliment that you say, you know, you're a beautiful young lady.
Beautiful lady. Okay.
You know, you say, I didn't know how beautiful you were, but God bless. So, is that normal today just to have the money or a check in the bag? No, I mean, that's Harlem. That's a Harlem thing. Do they usually give to the guests while at the podcast? No, they normally, you know, give it after the podcast is over or before they even start. I never watched this before. She seemed to be grinning and smiling hard. Well, you know, nervous. I don't know what it is about y'all that get upset about somebody smiling. I don't know what you want her to do in that situation. Ice grill them?
Yeah. And then they'll blame her. Like, oh, why she acting like that? She got a bad attitude. And
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes y'all women are harder on women than men, but I'm you know, I don't get what's bothering y'all about smiling. I don't understand.
Oh, you wanted to see what that was?
He sounds very inebriated, high. They didn't hear all the slurring before. They didn't hear all the slur. Nobody cares about the slurring. Drink champs made it cool to slur and get drunk and do interviews.
Get drunk and do interviews. That sounds funny. That combination sounds crazy when you just said it.
That's what it is.
I mean, everybody's doing it. But when you said it, get drunk and do interviews. I said, well, what?
And then turn around and really tell Nori that he's good at interviewing.
He's gotten better, but he still sucks.
Like, and I love Nori, but Nori is one of the worst interviews in the history of this game.
He just know everybody. That's what
that's what it is.
Yep.
No, Mike, I was being completely honest. If we like you, flirting is okay. Y'all know if we like you back. Context clues. No, we don't know if we like you, but see, context clues don't matter because what I take as flirting back and what you believe is flirting may be two different things. And that's where human resource comes in.
Or 911, because there are some men out there that think eye contact is an invitation to flirt, and that's just me making sure you're not trying to hurt me. But yeah,
and you heard what Todd said earlier. And then after that, if you flirt with her, now she got to make sure she don't bump into you.
Yeah, now you bump it all the time. Can't even make eye contact. That's how people be looking down and looking away. They can't even look at these dudes, man. You just looking his way. Oh, she want me.
Oh yeah, she want me
to get home
want
safe.
me. I know she want me.
I
No,
told
she
her I
don't.
like
Make it home safe. She don't.
she wanted to make it home safe.
Yeah,
Facts.
she looked over here. Yes, because we have hoodies on.
She looked over here. It's 100 degrees. You got a hoodie on.
We got hoodies on, and we're 2 men, and she got to walk by.
Yo, she looking. Yo, she looking.
Me too. I'm a smaller, and I'm a smiler, and nervous laughter doesn't count.
That's me
liking you. No. We all laugh it off sometimes. A lot of us get real defensive, and a lot of us that's our defense mechanism. To laugh.
Salute the cam. Salute the cam. Salute the cam.
She probably dialed 9-1 and then started giggling while she passed the dude. Yeah,
AB idolized Floyd. You embarrassed him publicly. Also, AB discovered Tank before Floyd stole Tank from AB because he didn't have his promotional company. What was AB gonna do with Tank? What was AB gonna do with Tank?
Ruin his career.
Ruin his career.
Yeah, you got it.
You beat me. You beat me on that one. Doc.
Yeah, we know. We all know. We all know what he would have done.
And let's be clear.
On that podcast.
AB after decided to grab a microphone after a fight and talk shit about Floyd. He decided to grab a microphone, even though he idolized him, decided in a promotion for a fight to talk shit about Floyd. It's the wrong thing to do. He caught up. I feel bad for him. The odds were stacked. He doesn't know the business, and it's gonna end tragically, which I don't wish upon him.
It is ending tragically.
But it looked like she giggled down deep, flung her hair. That was
Ash broke it down. She did. She flung the hair. I say nah. She played a part in that. She gave too much rhythm back.
If they break up in the next couple months, we gonna know what it was.
Yo, you was flirting with. I saw you flirting with AB.
She might have been like, "Hey,
you was giggling. You the same giggle in your eye that you gave me. That's what I saw it. I saw what you did."
That's a shame. It's a blessing.
All right, then we gotta talk about Jimmy Kimmel. I know we gotta get on Jimmy.
I've had lots of dudes think I like them. Y'all know. Believe me, y'all know. If y'all worse than a cross examiner trying to make somebody a sexual assault victim try to act like she wanted it. Like y'all really
I
really
was gonna
bad.
say that, but that's rough. That's rough.
Mike says she just under 30, maybe. Mike guessed.
Yeah, she's young. She's young enough for him to know better, but he doesn't because he's intoxicated. Wow. We're damned if we do, damned if we don't. Listen, don't put that on me. Y'all breaking down that she flung her hair.
Did she fling her hair?
Good in person.
Thank you. I
real.
appreciate that.
Hey,
what you wish that? I love you. God, I'm sorry. My bad, y'all. My bad.
Arabia, is that a real background?
Hey, Stack, could you stop?
Yes.
Can you stop smiling? You.
Arabia is.
Nah, yo, bro, some G, yo, bro,
Now
some G shit. We gotta.
He can't be any clearer with you. Like I get being confused about the laughter and people laughing, but he's trying to tell you. So we'll move on from here. But it's diabolical for y'all to be like, she's flinging her hair. She went like this to fix her hair, which she probably does 6,000 times a show.
Maybe his boss told him to kick him out.
He's the boss. It's his show.
No, but supposedly he's on Revolt, and Dame's now the new boss.
For the month. Boss of the month. The boss of the month said.
I said I ain't doing all that grinning and swinging of the hair in front of my man. Period.
No disrespect, but have you ever been on TV and had it happen to you live?
Right, because then
have you ever been part of trying to interview somebody and knowing that they're paying this guy to come in there? He's getting paid as a guest, and you're trying to just keep it moving.
She's 23, Tosh said.
He's 23 years old. Like that's a lot.
He's 36. She's 23. Wow.
Well, that ain't 13.
Wait a second. Who is trying to diminish y'all? Because
we trying to get to Jimmy Kimmel. We trying to move on to the
Mike,
next.
That's why extreme for what we're speaking about, Mike. That is what's extreme. I don't.
You said the assault there, whatever you said. The analogy.
No, the analogy is y'all breaking this down on it. The analogy is proper. Y'all breaking down the girl giggling as if that made it okay. Just like somebody says, Well, why'd you go with him to the place if you didn't feel safe? Why'd you after dinner? Why'd you actually go back to the room? Why'd you actually go back to the house? He said we were just going there to watch some movies. Yeah, but why'd you go? And why did you laugh at any of his jokes?
And Tasha's saying there's some deleted scenes that show her flirting and doing a lot more. That was over so we didn't see all. We just saw a little bit. So
no, Tasha was saying she was annoyed. Remember?
Oh, she was annoyed.
You know, Jay want to change the context.
You put Tasha on the other side of the argument. She done typed in to clarify what she
annoyed. Like
Jay just can't. No, Tasha said
AB is out of pocket though. Anthony said AB
all
was
the
out
time.
of pocket.
Always happened.
All the time.
I stopped watching when he was in the hot tub with the dudes and something, whatever he was doing. It was a lot going on.
He was in the hot tub.
It was something real suspect. It was something awkward. I stopped following them all together. Between him, Dame Dash, and Drake, they just going out sad. They need to all link up and go out sad together. They all going out so sad right now.
Abercrombie said most women smile to de-escalate unwanted attention. That's what I thought it was, but I'm not a woman. So I'm not
Stone Cold face.
She could go hard enough to lean forward. All teeth showing, sat up back and flicked her hair. He didn't say nothing that funny.
I ain't letting
her man isn't.
Why you man?
No, hold up.
That part, that's a different part though. Because if I'm your man, I don't care how funny he is. Don't laugh too much.
Don't be like you being in that.
I don't care if it's Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock. Like, don't be in there flicking your hair. Come on,
but
now.
This is what I mean. But this is what I mean. Keep this comment here. This is what I mean by my comment wasn't extreme. AB was out of pocket. AB was disrespectful. And what you have done is now repeated yourself about her giggling too hard. Tell me you're not a cross-examiner right now. You have literally focused on her giggling too hard and her flinging her hair with an old drunk guy who's being inappropriate to her. And you're dissecting her saying nothing he said was that funny. What makes you think she was laughing because she was trying to de-escalate the whole situation and just keep it moving so they could get to the questions. and then let me get the other spot, especially now while her man is sitting there. So what you're saying, because her man works on a set, she can't laugh at something that a actual guest says?
The doctor said that.
You acting like the doctor's my God.
No. I'm saying I'm sure Kamara agreed too. Like, yeah, that's your girl. You don't want your girl laughing at knowing that the dude's trying to holler, and you go keep laughing.
Hey,
you know he's trying to holler. Your whole demeanor should change.
Your whole demeanor can't change. No, your whole demeanor can't change when you're doing a show. You people are talking like he's working at the UPS mail store.
Right.
They're doing a show that goes out to millions of people. So you're trying to make sure that the company that invested money to bring him to the show, that this interview goes off well. You don't want to be the reason while somebody has to spend money. So she's trying to make sure she's laughing on his. Hey. I've done it a million times when we had a guest, when we had some legends who came on that was tore down, and I was trying to laugh at their jokes. And I was trying to keep it going, so they were trying to hold it in there.
Somebody's flirting with you, and you're still going to engage. Once you know, you have to change your approach. You got to make sure you're not giving them any context clues to encourage that behavior to continue.
Oh my God, that's not her job on the show, dog. That's not what Sexy Mo did for us. If Sexy Mo got offended and changed her demeanor every time some tried to holler, all our interviews would have ended. What are y'all talking about?
Her boyfriend wasn't there.
So on a lighter note, I want you.
No, her boyfriend was listening. Her boyfriend was listening, and she had to go back home to that shit.
I want y'all to make note of May's comment or May's lyric that she dropped.
Which one? Where is it at? Did I get to it yet?
Why you over there looking at me while your man standing there?
Oh, he said
we're breaking down her actions that caused for us to have the commentary. But my thing is, you're breaking down, but you guys are breaking her down more than the actual person who did the wrong thing.
Well, we know he's a
he
crash
really
out.
did wrong.
Yo, literally trying to say.
Oh, that's the K they were saying.
Yeah, that's hilarious to me. That's hilarious.
I don't get you. I don't get y'all sometimes. I don't get y'all. So it should be a cut and dry thing. Cam did the right thing. AB's and asked for doing what he does, and we move on. Who knew y'all was gonna talk about she shouldn't be flinging her hair and laughing that hard? Who does that?
A lot of laughs.
I'm just trying to talk about Jimmy Kimmel and his administration. That's all. But we stuck on the fun. Hey, that's what they want, though. This is fun distraction. Look, this is fun. This
Again,
is fun.
being from NYC and getting bottles thrown at
you ain't that cute.
Oh my God. You ain't that cute. Yeah. You ain't even all that.
Kind of trying to avoid these situations. It's a 23-year-old girl, literally saying she's like, oh, okay, that's crazy. Thank you. That's crazy. And she flicks her hair. Oh my God. Thank you. She said thank you like 12,000 times.
That's what's Ronald's next post. His next post gonna be she ain't look that good.
Yeah, that's the next post. She wasn't even really that high.
And now her boyfriend, her stacks, her inbox probably shot up. Now people looking her up. They just like
I was just on Instagram. I ain't know her name was Treasure Wilson. I called her Stat the whole time. That's Treasure Stat Wilson. Now I know. And I got right off the Instagram because I was like, oh, maybe that's where AB got his ideas from and got lost in the situation. I came back to the show.
Dude got to deal with that.
I stopped typing right away. Y'all can check the Instagram out. Y'all
and let me tell you something. And let me tell you something. If her dude gives her a problem after the show, she needs to break up with him. Because you got your girl.
Oh yeah, he can't handle it.
You got your girl working in between Mace and Cameron. And let me tell you something. If you can't handle the fact that he protected her, not saying he did, but if he got a problem with that, then the relationship got to end now. Because it's only going to get bigger because this went viral. I'm not familiar, and the show's already big. I'm not familiar with the show, but the commentators did the right thing. I saw the deleted scene and AB went way too far. Some of those dudes are so thirsty because they don't get enough female attention to recognize their Stats' job is to be pleasant to the guests. Sadly, creepy, never need an invitation. Sadly, creepy, never need an invitation. Or never needs, I guess. Sure, everyone wanted to tell Dame to shut the hell up, but you have to be professional. I mean, that's a good point. I'm sure them ladies in there wanted to tell Dame to shut up. But they laughed at that. They made them laugh a whole bunch.
Oh, Dame with all you're gay, and they were laughing.
They already be saying.
I thought they was going to be
just crash out too much. They already say Jess too ghetto, so she couldn't do it. If Jess did it, they would be like, "There she go again, Baltimore."
Yeah.
Exactly. The stereotype with exactly Dr. Smith is she knows her man is sitting right there. Was she kicking because she has a job? Do you think Oprah didn't kiki at shit that she really thought was ridiculously disgusting or didn't agree with? I'm not saying she couldn't smile, but was doing a whole lot of extra smiling. A whole lot of extra smiling.
Ash ain't letting up.
Yeah,
Ash like no.
I love Asha Boo, but boy,
you know the threshold, the threshold, the human threshold.
You know what? You can smile, but you can't do the extra smiles.
Unless we're the comedy show together. We the show together. We can both lean on each other. You know, we both enjoyed it now. But if it's just you and I'm watching,
not the extra laughs. So so how many laughs? I want to know how many laughs are appropriate then.
It's a feeling. It's a feeling. You know?
You got to feel it out. You got to feel it out.
Read the room.
Giggling too inside, then you be like, it wasn't that funny.
Just a girl. That's my mind. That's exactly why he probably got mixed messages. No, because she was laughing.
Yeah. I think they trolling you now, Mike. They gaslighting you, Mike. They gaslighting you, Mike.
Here it is.
I think they saw it.
So here it is.
Opening. Now they just
here's the cross-examiner. You were giving mixed messages. That's why. That's why it happened. You were giving. Would you admit that you were giving mixed messages? Would you admit that?
The comments started piling faster when they saw Mike. They saw Mike responded.
I don't get it. But y'all. This is why y'all be on an island with yourselves, and then y'all be looking at us like we don't understand. This is y'all. We all agree that he was wrong. He was kikiing, not kikiing. She did the kikiing. All right, let's get. I'll tell you who's not. We already know said he was wrong. That's our opinion, though. People see things differently sometimes. This happens every day on the show. I agree. I'm just shocked that you guys are trying to put this one on. She did anything wrong. I don't know how she did anything wrong. That's my interpretation. So, Mike, you have your interpretation. Okay, but I I know too much when I see but I know too much when I see it. What do you know?
Like too much. Like she knows people doing too much when she sees people doing too much. That's what you mean. Like I know too much when I see it. I know extra laughing when I see it. I know hair flips when I see it. I'm saying what she's saying. I'm not in it. I'm making sure I'm staying out today. I don't want no problem today. I'm staying out the way.
I hear you, Mike. It's hard when you're put on the spot like that and you're doing a show. We've had it happen while hosting our events. You kind of have to roll with it unless it gets out of pocket. And that's what she was trying to do.
And he regulated. He regulated good. You know,
she did everything to just be like, okay, what was he supposed to say? To go like this? No. I want you to say if she would just went like this. Where do you think the interview would have went after that? Then he would have said, "What's wrong? What's wrong with you, beautiful?
And
well,
then
you got an attitude, beautiful."
The creepy guy's always telling girls to smile.
Well, why? No. You told. And then what if she would have said, "You told me to stop smiling, so I stopped smiling."
And then it's back to it being her fault again.
It's always going to be her fault. She did it best. And the more I say this, the more I realize how much I appreciate what Cameron did.
Yeah.
Because no matter how she acted, she was going to be portrayed in some type of way. If she would have shut him down in an aggressive way, she would have been the angry black woman who's not professional, like you said about Just. She would have been the one that's not professional, that can't handle. She shouldn't be there then if she can't handle people flirting with her. That ain't the first time somebody flirted with her. Then she laughs and plays it off. Well, why she kikiing so much?
Want a hug?
Where my hug at? Always want a hug.
Where my hug at, niggas? Yo, you should smile more. Where my hug at, niggas?
You should smile more. You just told me not to smile.
Oh, man.
But I'll tell you, take that off take the AV thing off. I'll tell you who's not smiling. I'm pretty sure Jimmy Kimmel isn't smiling this morning.
Jimmy Kimmel.
And here's the big story. The big story that went on last night, or like close to 7 o'clock, or maybe it was like 5
There was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half-staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. Okay. He's at the 4th stage of grief, construction. There's demolition, construction. This is not.
So that supposedly was one of the. Nobody even really knows. Nobody even really knows.
Well, they said it was because he made the MAGA reference and how the MAGA team basically took out their own kind.
Boy. No, I don't have that. Damn, this damn computer's killing me because I was going to show y'all exactly what they really want you to avoid. But so they got him on hiatus. They preempted him on, I guess, Nexstar is the company that owns a bunch of the rights, a bunch of stations across the country, and they jumped on here. The FCC president said, "You're going to learn the easy way or the hard way." I don't know what type of mob mentality that is to actually say that. To actually say you're gonna learn the easy way or the hard way. Good morning, Nick.
Listen, talk tough.
I was gonna when it first happened, I caught myself in the middle because I was like, "Yo, this is bullshit." Then I realized I really don't care about Jimmy Kimmel, and I know there's a bigger picture to this.
Yeah, it's not about Jimmy Kimmel. I mean, this is an affront to the First Amendment, in my opinion. It's bigger than that because the FCC chair made the threats. That was the linchpin that really kicked everything off. And so if you're going to get somebody taken off air because of that, what's next?
Well, he's already talked about NBC.
Right.
He said the only people left is Jimmy Fallon and Seth. Do the right thing. Do the right thing.
They're running a special. Oh yeah, I saw that, Shelly. So in his time slot, they're running a special this Friday. I saw Joy Reid posted it for Charlie Kirk. So they running a whole
Are you
special doing
serious?
that. Yes, at 11:35 at Jimmy Kimmel's time slot. They doing a
It's
whole
not gonna
Charlie
work,
special.
bro. It's not like
America loves mediocre white dudes.
it's not gonna work though. Like it's not gonna work.
What do you mean? All the Republicans going to be tuned in. All the white supremacists, all the people that rock with Charlie.
Not gonna work.
They're going to be tuned in at 11:35 this
remember,
Friday.
all those people who rock with Charlie, if they really the hardcore Charlie fans realize what he was saying before he was killed.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. It's just
realize that he was exposing what was going on with Israel.
And
He's
he
the
was
wrong one
talking
to
about the
build it on.
Epstein files. He was talking about the Epstein
he's the
files.
wrong one. It's like a label talking about investing in the artist, and it's like, yo, if the artist is, well, a better example, political example, it's like Hillary's campaign when people are like she's not likable, too much baggage, and people are saying not her. Oh,
I'll be right back. Keep going.
It's anybody else you put, we could probably win. You know, we can beat Trump. Bernie could beat Trump. This be. People don't like her. They were like, nah, we could do it. We could push it. We could force it. I'm with her. We could force Hillary on the American people. It's not going to work. When people don't rock with you, it don't matter how much you say to like them and how much we should be with them and how much money you spend trying to promote them, make them seem like normal human beings. We not with it. And before the internet, it was different. I don't think George Bush would get elected right now. His dad was the CIA head. His dad was former president. His dad was able to be like, here, this is my son. Nowadays, there's too many other opinions, too many other voices, too many other powers that be, seen and unseen, for you to just be mediocre, former cheerleader, cocaine head like George Bush Jr. was and be elected. We don't like these weirdos, and we're not rocking with y'all. The dude was a racist. He got popped. Nope, we're done. Like 90% of the world is not white.
But I'll say this, Fearless. The dude who's elected now is very much mediocre, and they voted for him.
And this is the end of that. Because there's people who voted for him that regret voting for him now.
Some of them, but there's a lot still entrenched.
Enough for them not to be able to do that again. And
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Trump is alive.
Well, he's also got
big difference. Big difference to promote somebody.
Protection. So
it's a big difference trying to promote somebody who has life in their body than somebody who's not here anymore. Only rappers get a boost when they go. Everybody else, it's better for you to actually be here to promote. If you're not here to promote, there's only so much we can do for you. Your memory can only go so far. A real person can occupy positions. A real person can go meet people. A real person can do things. The memory of Charlie Kirk can only go but so far. He's not here to do anything else. Like,
okay, I think we're talking about two different things. I was just talking about Trump getting elected again. That's what
Charlie Kirk can't ever get elected.
Right.
Yeah, great point. Yeah. He can't get elected to nothing ever. That's why I said, if you want to invest your energy in, I shouldn't even tell him, but it's not like, you should invest your energy in finding the next one. Because Charlie Kirk was found in high school, recruited by that billionaire. And that's why he ended up dropping out of college, getting $4 million to start Turning Point. Go do it again. That's what I would say if I was in one of them boardrooms. I'd be like, we're going to spend.
They're trying to give it all advance now. They're letting him take over his podcast.
Even that. Do that then. Spend this time and effort and energy in something that can actually grow. They put Vance in the seat for the podcast. I would say, let's keep going with that and see if it goes anywhere now. Because if people ain't going to take to him and ain't going to like him, let's find out. And then we'll go get somebody else. Don't keep showing these Charlie Kirk shows like ain't nobody like. I like it though. Keep it going. Keep investing.
You can get in trouble with stuff you say on here. People are recording and sending it to people's employers because that's what.
Yeah, that they're doing good. They're weaponizing it.
Now, Tosh says somebody at her job literally just got suspended over their comments about Charlie.
So that's why you're doing good. They effectively weaponized it. But don't lionize them.
I do one better. So a good friend of mine was just telling me on Sunday, we were watching the game. He was like, yo, one of my employees got reported because she made a comment on Instagram about Kirk. So like this is real.
Dude,
the weaponization is very effective. Yeah. I'm saying all that lionization, making him MLK, that's just stupid. You look like a loser.
But you can't say your true thoughts. If Mike says something and they send it to his employer, or like that's crazy that Michael Sean can lose his gig because he said
that's
something.
An effective strategy.
The First Amendment is under attack.
Now that they're doing well. They're doing that very well. They're trying to put all this tyranny and fascism, and they're using Charlie Kirk as the touchstone.
Oop, you said fascism. You're inciting violence. You gotta go. You said fascism.
They're doing good with that. They weaponized it.
And let me just show you the obvious. You can't say
on a boycott list.
You can't.
I'm not watching nothing they doing.
Yeah, Lady Q was like, "Don't turn ABC." I said, "But we like Wheel of Fortune." Well, okay, maybe just Wheel of Fortune.
ABC is owned by Disney, so if you want to boycott,
that's a lot.
Yeah,
that's the Marvel movies. Disney got a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah.
You can't say your opinion about Charlie. You can't give your opinion about that.
Mental health and the homeless population. A lot of them don't want to take the programs. A lot of them don't want to get the help that is necessary. You can't give them a choice. Either you take the resources that we're going to give you, or you decide that you're going to be locked up in jail. That's the way it has to be now.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill.
Well, you can say this. You can literally say this on TV.
That you're going to be locked up in jail. That's the way it has to be now.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
Yeah, Brian, why did it have to get to this point?
I'm surprised.
That's what you can say.
I'm surprised the 80 y'all didn't pick up on that.
That's what you can say.
Because that's Hitler extermination camps right there. That was definitely involuntary.
Lady Q, good morning. That's what you can say. You can say or give them involuntary lethal injections. Now, and I've tried to get the clip. The reason why they're pushing this is because they realize they're trying to shut everything down because they don't want people to know that Kash Patel is literally sitting in front of Congress and basically snitching, trying not to snitch. He was literally asked the question, how many times was Trump's name in the Epstein files? And he said it's 1,000. That's what the congressman said. Was it 1,000? He said, I don't know, but it wasn't 1,000. He said, was it 500? He said, no. He said, was it 100? He said, no. He said, how many? I don't know. But you know it was less than 100?
Somewhere between 50 and 70. That's what he said. That's what he should have said.
He said, I didn't see the whole file. He said, wait, you're the head.
Yeah, then he said that. He did say, I didn't see the whole file.
I didn't see the whole file. He said, wait.
So the part he didn't see could have 1,000 more mentions of Trump in it.
The head of the FBI didn't see the whole file? And then he starts stuttering. You can see it in his eyes. Yeah, he lying. He lying.
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel is mediocre. That is a good example of mediocre. Jimmy Kimmel. He don't be killing it.
See, now we changing the narrative though. Like that's not the purpose of the dialogue.
That's not the point.
That's not the point. Like, see how we do it. Come on, Black folks. Let's stay focused.
Because it's all subjective. Because a lot of people are going to say he's a legend. So there are a lot of people who are going to say Jimmy Kimmel's a legend for what he does. And I don't watch the Jimmy Kimmel show. I know what Jimmy Kimmel's done. I know, but to a lot of people, so it's all subjective.
I remember he cried for the lion. I remember that. He didn't cry for the black people when they died, but he did cry for Cecil the lion.
But then again, since we want to take it somewhere different with Jimmy, once again, we'll go back because what they're doing is trying to censor, trying to take our rights away. They're trying to turn us into a country where they can control the media and what gets said to you. That's why they're so upset about TikTok. But let me get to Jimmy real quick. This is a whole different story. Everything we said, I stand by it. Jimmy was the same person who sat on TV and said, if you don't get a vaccination, you shouldn't be able to receive treatment in a hospital, even if you're dying.
Wow.
So you were part of the vaccine propaganda. And you demonized people and said if they get sick, they shouldn't be allowed to go into hospitals and get treatment if they didn't get the vaccination.
What you're doing right now, Mike, is what white folks do. As soon as a black person get killed, they look up their record and say they was a bad person.
No.
Like that's exactly what you just did.
What I'm doing right now, what I'm doing right now is saying you did to people who didn't take the vaccination what they're doing to you. They were exercising their right not to take the vaccination. You decided that they should take their right should be a way to get any medical treatment. Now you have the right to say what you got to say, and they are taking the right from you.
Great point, Kay. Great point.
But the case say we are months away from losing complete democracy. It's crazy that we even still have these debates. True.
But there might be a difference between democracy and freedom that deserves further discussion. Because with that young man hanging on the middle of campus the other day, there's a section of Black America and the Black world that might be freer without democracy, especially when you talk to the foreign nations, because, we go bring democracy to them. It's with bombs and taking their resources. So a lot of people are like, you know what? Keep that damn democracy. That democracy been killing us and stealing our resources for generations. So a lot of people, some who got global insights, are like, you know what? The end of American empire, democracy, might be an opportunity for some Black liberation.
And you could be absolutely right, but human nature says I've never known existing without democracy, and people are scared of if democracy falls, who takes over, who replaces these people. And I think the fear, human nature, the fear is, what do we do if this all falls apart?
And Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah,
you know that girl that got kidnapped when she was a baby, and then they found out the lady had stole her from the real parents. And then when they went to arrest the lady, the young girl who got kidnapped said, "Don't take her. That's my mom. I love her." That's what happens. So that's us in America. Please, America, don't fall, don't die. It's like, ain't that your kidnapper? Ain't that your enslaver? Ain't that your rapist? Ain't that the one that jails you now and hangs you in the middle of? Please, democracy's gonna fall. I'm scared. Right? It's ironic how that happened.
Craig said, I heard Lady Q say this too, Craig.
Walking up to the cancellation of 2026 midterm elections. Pay attention. Yes, but they're and Craig, I understand what you're saying, and I agree with that. There are 30 different reasons. This is how they confuse us. They have at least 30 different agendas that they're throwing out at us at one time. And one of them is the 2026 term elections. Another one is that we don't have any sources, people over 50, people over 60, even though a lot of people, like my mom may be the outlier who's on TikTok, who only get their news and only get their information from that TV screen. And they're trying to control the media. They've already bought it. I told you everybody's compromised.
Yeah, so the comments might say that too. Media's already controlled.
For me, it's not so much about Jimmy Kimmel. It's the fact that what he said does not even come close to the horrible things that have been said by the Stump and others. They still have their positions. They absolutely do because they're in power.
I agree with Lady Q. They have one agenda to promote white men.
Yeah, but they have one, but it's not. But see, that's where. See, I can even tell you it's just not that. I can even tell you it's just not that. Because if they got to promote white men or keep defending Israel, they pick keep defending Israel.
Still
some of them. That's where the split comes from. Because some of them are America first, some are Israel first.
Exactly.
And some, like Mike said or alluded to earlier, some of them are forced injections, nanotechnology, forced sterilization, reduce the population of the planet. Some people on that too. So there is some delineation and some nuance with some of these imperialists, globalists, racists, eugenicists. Like there's a lot going on with some of them,
There was another hanging, Doc. You heard about another shit?
There was another hanging.
There was two, though. There was two at around the same 48 hours.
Yes.
Where?
In Mississippi.
Delta State University in Mississippi, and the other one was I got, but one was what's it? Damari Travion.
And there was one before that in upstate New York where it happened in the middle of the town months ago.
Oh God! Don't tell me.
Delta State University, student's body found hanging in a tree. Yeah, and they said no foul play within like 10 hours. No foul play. How do you know?
Keep us from being organized.
First of all,
how we get? Yeah, keep going. Yeah, it's so many directions we can go.
But this is what
how do we organize?
Yeah, they call it flooding the zone. That's what they call it. The Republicans called what Mike just described. They call it. Steve Bannon's called it flooding the zone. Everything you just said, bombarding you with multiple streams of information and stimulus and shocking stories and accusations and lawsuits and events. And yep, that's what they said. They said we need to flood the zone, overwhelm the media so they can't follow the stories, so people get disenfranchised and get detached from the process, and that allows them to do their real work.
You ain't going nowhere, K-Day. She's telling me she really considering leaving the country. This is no longer a place for us. We are really.
It's never been a place for us.
Yeah, some people
never been
roll
a
out.
place for us.
K-Day, let me tell you something. If you had the opportunity to, I wouldn't be mad at you.
Especially for the next 3 years.
You have to be your own employer to make money because you ain't gonna make the same money you make going to another company.
No, people are working remote.
You gotta have a remote gig. Yeah, but a lot of people have to go to office though, Doc. A lot like Temple University is at Temple and Broad Street. Like you can't go to Temple.
But that's the thing. People make you think there's not universities in Ghana and there's not universities in Italy. I can go teach English somewhere else, all over the world. Like I'm a teacher. There's a million places I can go teach.
And to that point, a lot of people don't realize there's already a lot of black people leaving America, going to Ghana. Like so, that's not new. That's not new.
Or places like Cuba and other places with like biggest population of black people outside of Africa.
Colombia.
Yeah, people like, yo, I want to go somewhere. There's more black people in some of these other places than there is, in a lot of these cities.
There's more black people in Brazil and Ghana than there are in most of America.
And when they're doing the flooding, when they're flooding the zone, they realize that the separation is so easy because we're not going to agree on anything. We're not going to agree on everything, I should say. So they keep throwing more and more out, and more people have more discussions, and you're on that side, I'm on this side, and there's no common thing that everybody can gather, or somebody can gather people to say, okay, all that to the side. This is what we have to take care of. We can deal with everything else later. But people will argue, oh, I don't think that's the main thing. No, I think the main thing should be this. It's like, yeah, but we need one thing to remove this administration. That's the fact. We need to remove the administration. It's not going to, even removing the administration ain't going to solve what goes on in this country. But it is going to solve one thing, that they have an agenda to really become dictators. And people, when it comes to democracy falling, people are scared. You know why? One of the reasons why is because we looked at people like savages when we saw them overthrow their government, and we made light of them. Look at them. They're overthrowing their government. Look. And they would show them on TV. And it's a coup. And we would look down on them.
Not a revolution.
We always thought we were better than other countries that overthrew their governments. We always thought we were better than. That would never happen here. Now you realize that we are on the brink. We're on the brink of something.
All because they didn't vote for Kamala.
Most people don't realize that the CIA is behind most of those coups anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about that the other day. They got a whole list of ones that they admit. Can I introduce one term for the listeners that might help in this moment, especially for people like Jay said. A lot of people can't leave. A lot of people want to keep their jobs. Just give me not even a full, maybe 1 minute, just 1 minute. Okay, now ready for this one. There's a term, because Dave Chappelle said it best. He said, y'all need to get these N-word lessons. He said, we've been on that, right? We can't trust the government. Black people been on that. You come get these N-word lessons. So the whole world needs to understand Black history so they know how to deal with oppression. So I'm going to teach you a word called shirking. Shirking. I'm not going to get canceled. Y'all have to, but shirking. Shirking is a word from the enslavement era. A lot of people don't know about shirking. Shirking was a common form of day-to-day passive resistance used by enslaved people in the Americas to undermine the institution of slavery. Perform and work slowly. Feigning illness. People do that now. Black people deal with their jobs all the time. Taking sick days, working slow, damaging tools, right? So he said work slowdowns was one way, dragging their feet. But I'm trying to make it short. Feigning illness, pretending to be sick was a widespread tactic to avoid work. Enslavers and overseers were often suspicious and might still force people to work and to punish them, but the tactic still created a small window of reprieve. Some enslaved women even feigned pregnancy to get a lighter workload. Carelessness, right? Sometimes they'd act clumsy, right? They break tools. There's a line in Hell Yeah by Dead Presidents where he says, you put me on dishes, I'm breaking them bitches, right? So it's the same tradition of I'm going to keep doing the job wrong till you tell me this. Some men do that in their house today. I'm going to keep doing the job so bad that you stop asking me to do this job, right? Sabotage. More deliberate acts of sabotage include arson, burning the fields, burning buildings, and poisoning food. A lot of masters got poisoned. They say, why is this a good strategy, Fearless? Why are you talking about this today? Because it's low risk. While any form of resistance could be met with violent punishment, passive methods were less confrontational than outright rebellion or escape. They were also harder to prove, and as enslavers might interpret the behavior as laziness or incompetence, because they don't know if you're just stupid or if you're really trying to do something slick. It also asserts the people's humanity by pushing back. It also challenges the system on a day-to-day way to resist, and reduces the efficiency required for enslavers and make them expend more energy monitoring and controlling their workforce. And lastly, the psychological effects. George Washington used to write about it, the people being dumb and lazy, but later they realized, no, these people wasn't dumb at all. They were just messing stuff up, so people had a chance to run away like Hercules and own a judge in Philadelphia and make sure that you didn't own 190 slaves instead of just 150, whatever you did own, right? So active, deliberate resistance, constant low-level rebellion, frustrated, vexed, and undermine the enslaver's sense of absolute control. We need to get out here and start shirking like crazy. Shirk for Kirk. Shirk.
Fearless, I want to have a conversation with you, but it might not be right for the show.
No, don't get us banned, but yeah, we can talk.
No, I won't get us banned.
I'm joking. But no, seriously, there's a lot of ways. People think I can't lose my job, and I understand that. I empathize, and everybody got a different role to play.
That's real.
Don't be crashing out, but there's ways. Don't just, because they said, don't just allow it. Because once you concede, they said that's what the corporation went wrong. You heard Donald Trump saying, your company gave me $16 million to the reporter. Once you let somebody do something, Prodigy said, keep letting the small things slide, you be a failure. So we got to let them know they're trying to scare us. We have to figure out ways to let them know we ain't never scared. And we're not going to let you control us. Because one thing I know about Americans, they're ignorant when it comes to their freedom. And if I had a choice of any nation on the planet that I wanted to be a tyrant and wanted to take control, I pick North Korea, I pick China, I pick people that were used to it. I pick people that didn't have resources and control. I pick Gaza. I would not pick America. All the gun violence, I would not say I want to come and control Americans as a whole, especially these white ones with military experience. So I think they're fighting a losing battle. Because all we have, we don't create nothing. We don't got no factories. We don't got no cohesive culture. All we got is our love of freedom and our pop culture. That's all we do together. Go birds and go guns. So if you want to come to those people and tell them you're not going to go to the game no more and you can't have your gun, good and luck. I can't wait to see you fail. And you 80? And you 80? Birdman hands.
Hey, I sent that Cash Patel clip to you, Jay, because for some reason I can't get it to play. So I texted to you and you and Fearless's text, and I also emailed it to you. So see if you can play that.
I was gonna say we'll just share your screen because that's what I did yesterday with Mike.
No, it won't. It just won't play. But just to add more fuel to the fire, then this is happening in Cincinnati. A man made a video of this. Just add.
Sean, this is what they're fucking doing. This is why you dumb fucks don't need to be falling for the bullshit that is on the fucking internet. This is the type of time they're on right now. This is what we doing. We're bringing the KKK back. Damn. We got something for that ass. Try it if you fucking want. You pussies got ran up off the bridge. I'm burning all this shit. They're leaving QR codes to put in applications for the KKK. Because some drunk white motherfuckers in a black neighborhood. You're not scaring shit off. You'll fucking die. Try it if you want. Y'all didn't learn y'all lessons down. Y'all didn't learn y'all lessons down. Y'all didn't learn y'all lessons downtown. Try it. You saw what happens when you don't keep your hands to yourself. You saw what happens when you don't keep your hands to yourself. You got your fucking ass beat. You weak motherfuckers. Try it if you fucking want.
Weak mother don't deserve to breathe. So they rallying. Remember? Yeah. They rallying. That's what we supposed to be doing, right? We supposed to be getting the word out and trying to figure out how to link up. They doing it. They passing their flyers out. Yo, KKK, we back.
I saw a military dude giving advice. Y'all saw that viral video of the guy talking about how to sabotage vehicles, and he said use motor oil with water and sand and throw it at the windows because you can't get it off the window. And if the vehicle's destabilized, he said what can't move can't escape.
You saw Donald Trump's name.
Oh no! Don't go play that. Play
no,
that.
And this is good. This is, and before you play it, this is why they bring something else up, and they do other outrageous. The president wasn't even in the country when this FCC happened. He wasn't even in the country. Just to let you know, this is the plan. Steve Miller is behind the scenes saying this is what we're gonna do next. But because they don't want this being televised. Go ahead, play Cash Patel being asked.
And you saw Donald Trump's name was in the Epstein files. Did you close the files or keep reading?
I've reviewed not the entirety of the files, so
You haven't reviewed all of the Epstein files?
Personally, no.
You're the director of the FBI. This is the largest sex trafficking case the FBI has ever been a part of. Buck stops at the top, and your testimony today is you have not reviewed all the files.
What I've been doing is been busy providing the safest country this country has seen in modern U.S. history in historic speed, because the men and women of the FBI are given the resources to reduce the homicide rate, to reduce the drug trafficking rate, to reduce the amount of children that are being trafficked, and the number of
it sounds like those children being trafficked. I appreciate the director reviewing the files. You said you don't know the number of times Trump's name appears in the files, so it could at least be 1,000 times. Is that right?
The number is a total misleading factor. We have not released anyone's name in the Epstein files that has not been credible.
Director, could it at least be 1,000 times?
We have released every piece of legally permissible information.
Okay,
you can characterize the numbers however you want it.
I'm claiming my time, Director. It sounds like if you don't know the number, it could at least be 1,000 times. Which
it's not.
It's not. Is it at least 500 times?
No.
Is it at least 100 times?
No.
Then what's the number?
I don't know the number, but it's not that.
You think it might be your job to know the number?
My job is to provide for the safety and security of this country. My job is not to engage in political innuendo so you can go out to the sticks and get your 20-second hit in your fundraising article. Keep going, reclaiming your time, because the people of California are being underserved by your representation.
If the president is not implicated, why not release everything that involves him?
We have released everything, the president and anyone else's side, that is credible and lawfully be able to be released.
Remembering your oath to tell the truth, did you ever tell Donald Trump his name is in the files?
I have never spoken to President Trump about the Epstein files.
Okay. Did you ever tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
The Attorney General and I have had numerous discussions about the entirety of the Epstein files and the reviews conducted by our team.
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
And we have released where President Trump's name is in the Attorney's
It's a simple question.
file.
Did you tell the Attorney General that the President's name is in the Epstein files?
During many conversations that the Attorney General and I have had on the matter of Epstein, we have reviewed.
The question is
painstakingly
simple.
Who
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files? Yes or no?
Why don't you try spelling it out?
Yes
if you're gonna
or
mock
no,
me?
Director?
Use the alphabet.
Yes or no?
No, A, B, C,
Director,
D, E, F.
it sounds like you don't want to tell us. Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name was in the Epstein files?
Why don't you try serving your
Director,
constituency
did
by
you tell the
focusing on
Attorney
reducing
General
violent
that Donald
crime in this
Trump's
country and the number of pedophiles that
Director,
are legally
reclaiming
harbored
my time,
in your
Director.
sanctuary cities in
Director,
California?
reclaiming
I'll
my
work with
time.
you on that. Do
Regular
you
order,
want to
Mr.
work with
Chairman.
us on that?
Director, reclaiming my
belongs
time.
to gentleman from California.
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
The question has been asked and answered.
You've not answered it, and we will take your evasiveness as a consciousness of guilt. For the first time you...
Bars.
What's crazy to me is I just realized that Kash Patel never served in the FBI before. I saw Jasmine Crockett talk about that during that same hearing.
The person who runs that, what's the name? Linda McMahon is the head of education.
Yeah. Crazy.
She's never served as anything.
WWE. I don't know, but it's not that. Huh? Wait, I don't know. It could be 1,000. I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know.
that was funny.
I don't know, but it ain't that.
Of course, he told the Attorney General, but this is what they do. They overwhelm us with nothing but people who have the right to lie to your face. They have been given the power to lie directly to your face.
Use the alphabet.
They're it's not even a masterful pivot. It's an obvious pivot to, oh, you're underserving the people of your state of California. The question is, how many times was his name? How many times was his name? You don't know, but you do know it was less than 1,000. You do know it was less than 500. You do know it was less than 100. So you also do know his name was in there. You know. But this would exhaust people. This is the, and I hate to say this and go back, but this is what frustrates me. You fucking people voted for this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the ones that didn't vote, because I hold them just as equally as
I
accountable.
don't care about the ones that they were going to rig it anyway. They were going to rig it anyway.
A non-vote is a vote. So.
It's not a vote when you got Elon Musk.
Elon's good with these computers. Elon made it happen.
You do, like every time we do this.
He said it on stage.
They were going to rig the election regardless.
Mike, keep going though, Mike.
They said in certain districts, they said Kamala got 0 votes.
Yeah, that's what they said. They said they didn't count them. But by the time they count them, like you said, we might not have no democracy by the time. They're going to be like, Trump cheated, but it's going to be too late. They are going to be out.
There are thousands of people who said they voted, and they were like, that's impossible. I live here.
I mean, North Carolina was...
I know I voted.
I live here. I voted.
North Carolina was one of the first telling ones, but everybody just went along with it.
But they playing in the face. They playing directly in the face.
Yep. North Carolina didn't vote for the Republican. Didn't vote for the Republican candidate. But then they didn't vote for Kamala. Really weird. Really weird. People usually don't split the ticket like that.
I don't know, y'all. It gets really tough to do shows like this because what do you do now? Because the honest answer is you burn the whole shit to the ground. That's the only logical answer. This whole thing is corrupt. The whole thing
But it's frustrating though, Mike, when you hear that they consistently winning. Every time it feel like the Republicans or whoever MAGA, they're winning. They're getting what they want. The Jimmy Kimmel's fired. The doing this, the Homeland Security getting involved. So you say anything that's negative, we coming after you. Like you feel like you're stuck, and then you gotta feed your family, so you can't lose your job. People, what do you do? It's frustrating, right? For a regular person right now, what can they do?
I think you create community. I think you get back with your people. I mean, unity is the biggest thing that Black people need. Unity in organization. That's what we do.
And they try to blame Obama and say, well, he ain't speaking up. Kamala, you need to do more. And she like, look, y'all, you didn't pick me. I didn't get the job, but y'all still want me to work. That's what Lady Q said with Kamala. She said, hey, she didn't get the job, but y'all still want out here working?
Want to working for free.
They love free Black labor.
Y'all ain't hiring me. Y'all said no.
This is the thing. He's winning the headline war. He's not winning in the courts. Last term, they said he was losing 93% of the time. This time, he's losing 73% of the time. Just last week, they said he lost like 3 of those contests, those legal contests in one day. Remember they had the plane that was trying to fly the kids without their parents, and like he's losing and losing and losing in the court. But if he just keeps going forward, it looks like, and if he can capture the minds and the imagination of people, if you could break people's spirit and will, you can get them to agree to things. It reminds me of an officer or somebody in the law where they try to get jurisdiction over you by you have to submit. You have to acquiesce and agree to their authority. If you don't agree to their authority until we establish jurisdiction, we can't go any further. Whether I say I'm a sovereign citizen, a Moorish American, or that I just don't want to cooperate, and you got to effect an arrest to get my name and information. There's other steps you have to take if I don't agree. But if I just go ahead and agree, if I just step out the car, if I just search my vehicle, if I just show up at court and don't challenge anything, then you could just run over me the way Mike is talking about. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to run over people. But if everybody says, wait a minute, let me see an ID, because a lot of cops have been found to be impersonating police officers. So before I go with you, I need to check. If that little step, that little shirking, that little extra 5 minutes, like I think that people need to see that all we need to do is slow it down enough. Because he's 80, because these court cases, because the midterms are coming, because as long as you don't give up your freedoms, don't trade it for safety, because they say people who trade in their safety for liberty deserve neither, right? That's the old phrase. Don't give up your liberties or your freedom for nothing. Don't let them scare you about the fall of democracy. Let it fall. I'm going to keep my freedom. The only thing we should be worried about is staying free. Black people is all, when they were talking about liberty, we were talking about freedom. We were in shackles when they were talking about leave us alone, no taxation, no representation. We've always had different priorities. We want freedom. They want liberty. They love democracy. We love to be left alone and not under the thumb of white supremacy. So all we need to make sure is, like that guy in Cincinnati said, back these devils up off you every possible way you can, and their Babylon will fall like it always does, whether it was Rome, whether it was Greece. They always fall because they do nothing but war, and they don't create nothing that's civilized and balanced and just. Never in the history of man. Let them have it. Let them go. But karmically and spiritually, if you side with them, if you cling to them, there are people like the Titanic, right? When they were doing the thing, when the boat, if you rock with it and cling to it and hold on to it, when it falls, you fall with it. Elijah Muhammad had a book called The Fall of America, like 30. I suggest people read that. Elijah Muhammad, The Fall of America. But right back then.
Boy, this is time for a ratchet.
Did you see TMZ yesterday? Did y'all watch TMZ? It was a heated conversation. It was because Barack had a comment about the white man. I might even play it. And the stuff that they defend related that they expect more from Barack saying he's presidential than Trump. And they said it out loud, like, well, I expect more from Barack than our current president, because we know the president will say stuff like this. And it was just a heated conversation that I was just floored watching them go back and forth defending.
Who was it, Jay?
It was Babcock. Mike, Babcock on TMZ.
Well, you can play it. You can play it if you want to play it.
Let me pull this up right now. There's an ad playing right now. As soon as this ad is over, I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen. But Barack was they had him at a town hall, and he made some comments saying that in his White House there wasn't no white supremacy like this that it is now. And he said, well, he's fanning the flames. Anytime
you white supremacy in the White House, but
here we go. Let me share this screen.
Yeah, we'll play some Sharon Scream music.
Bringing down the rhetoric in America in the wake of Charlie Kirk's.
Are America's core values. But I will say that those extreme views were not in my White House. I wasn't embracing them. I wasn't empowering them. I wasn't putting the weight of the United States government behind extremist views. And that is when we have the weight of the United States government behind extremist views, we've got a problem.
Well, I mean, there's nothing obtuse about that. He is clearly talking about President Trump.
What's, I guess, ironic about
it? I think what Obama is referring to, I think he's referring to a lot, but in particular, when Donald Trump was on Fox and Friends and they asked him about uniting the country, his response was, I couldn't care less about uniting the country. I think that was
no, I don't know. I mean, is he?
But what about
you
that?
could certainly perceive that as him calling Charlie Kirk, by the way, extreme. That's the way I took it.
No, he was saying
I take it he was calling Charlie Kirk extreme.
That's the way I interpret it because he said to have those voices in the White House.
No, hold on. I actually think he was referring to some cabinet members, and
some senior advisors. I don't think he would. Here's why I don't think he was.
I agree with Mike.
You're talking about Charlie Kirk. He's adding like those ideas
hold on
in the
a second.
That's just how I.
He was talking about violence. He was talking about violence, and Charlie Kirk stood for the opposite.
Yeah, absolutely.
He stood for free speech. He stood for debate. So he wasn't talking about views that may be contrary to his, because he said there are two sides. But he was talking, I think,
just keep
I disagree completely. The extremist views that I believe Obama is referencing are Charlie Kirk's views being inside the White House. Now, look, you can quibble with what he is, whether you agree with that or not.
Violence. Either way, but I guess the point, the bigger point, regardless of who he was talking about, I don't think that's as important. What is important is what he was talking about is about bringing down the temperature, about the rhetoric, and start saying that we need to do.
I agree with that.
And then and I agree that he was sort of referencing the fact that President Trump didn't, but if President Trump didn't, then
I know.
Is the right answer for former President Obama to then do the same.
I think I could speak for a lot of people who are conservative or on the right when they say right now they're not in the mood to hear that. They feel like they have been, again, called Hitler, called fascist, called the scum of the earth for years now, and they have seen things like this happen to Charlie Kirk. Yes.
Well,
I want to say.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I think,
Charles and I talked about this yesterday, just privately, but I do think that a lot of this does have to do with the beginning was cancel culture, where people were called homophobes and transphobic and xenophobic and racist and all sorts of things if they had a misstep, not big things, but even little things. And there was this rage that was building among a lot of people who felt they were just being bullied into silence. So, I think there now is that overreaction on the other side, but there was this, you are scum, you are this. Now, now the right is calling, Donald Trump is calling people scum now. He's calling people who disagree with him.
But given where we are, new. He's been doing it.
I'm just saying, again, this is where both sides are doing it, but you cannot ignore the damage that this out of control cancel culture did, I think, to America.
Wait, but given where we are, wouldn't you expect someone like Obama to be the cooling saucer, the measured presidential person, and not to take a shot at the guy who's doing the wrong thing?
It was wrong.
That's what was surprising. Is my expectation is for Obama to be above it and to cool down the country's temperature, and that's what I'm disappointed in.
Hold on a second.
I
agree. Hold on. I agree.
And he's a leader.
But hold on a second. Wait a second. Why are we? And I agree with you. I'm the one who said that it's ironic that he would take the jab while he's saying bring it down.
Right.
But why are we calling out? And you seem angry that Obama did that, and you wanted to be presidential, but nobody said a word when last week, a day after Charlie Kirk was assassinated, President Trump said, I couldn't care less about bringing the country together.
Well, because I've grown to expect it from Donald Trump, and I don't expect it.
He said, I don't care to ratchet down the intensity. Oh, it's like me walking up to Derek and say, hey, guys,
But
we got to be
but
more
hold on.
peaceful. And then I
I know,
punch him in the face.
but
It's
hold
like,
on a second.
I think it's very wrong when Trump did it, but I expect it. And
But
I
nobody
expect
calls it
Obama
out.
to behave differently.
And nobody's
because
angry about it. In fact, it goes almost undiscussed.
he has always behaved differently, and leadership is
Also,
we are craving his
how
leadership.
many when
the
you
entire world.
When you
It's
say
wrong when
that,
Trump did
when
it.
you say I couldn't care less, as a leader, by the way, he actually is the leader. How many steps away is that from saying I don't care if there's a civil war?
I think many steps.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? I couldn't really about bringing down, bringing the country.
It's definitely
how do we bring the country?
Hold on, it's definitely on that path.
The
Mike.
question was,
I don't think
how
it's
do we
many
bring the
steps.
country together, sir?
Right.
I couldn't care less.
Yeah. Again,
that's called
you've got a
civil
lot
war.
of.
That's called civil war.
And you're right, he was
It's not
speaking.
calling
Yes,
for
it
civil
is.
war.
No, it's not calling for it.
He didn't say calling for.
Mike,
He said,
was speaking from emotion and anger,
Oh,
which
yes.
is understandable.
His friend got
However, he's the
His
president of the United
Sure.
States, and his job is to
understand.
rise above these situations and calm the nation.
No, maybe.
And that's where his failure is.
Okay.
I agree with you that he spoke from emotion and he meant it sincerely, but that is not the job he's in right now. Obama is not in that job, and I expect him, and maybe it's okay that he didn't rise to the occasion here. But he always acts presidential, and this guy never acts presidential, and that's what people are upset about.
I would disagree with you on Obama. I think he gets a lot of the blame for the circumstances that we now find ourselves in.
I think he failed here.
Yeah.
I agree with you, but he's not the president, and the president failed big time with this messaging, in my estimation.
One of his best friends got brutally murdered on TV. He has been called a piece of for day in, day out by millions of people.
And he's a human. He's a human, but rise above it. You're the president of the United States.
He's a human being. He's a human being. Maybe he should.
Yeah, I don't know. They kept going on. I was, like I said, I was watching this. I was going through so many ups and downs, and I don't know.
That's what up and down. All right, so the only thing that made sense was the black guy. Occasionally, what's the Levin?
Harvey
made a couple good points. The other two white dudes were white duding. So
they're kirking out.
Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got.
They was kirking out.
That's all I got.
Oh, Mike took his headphones off. You ain't want to hear what they were saying, Mike?
No.
They expect more from Barack than the current president, Mike.
He's better for it.
He's presidential. Barack is presidential. We know Trump ain't gonna be presidential. So they like it's okay for him to talk crazy.
So basically, Obama has to work, even though he's not in office, more free black labor, and the white boy gets to be mediocre. It's the same old thing. Same old thing.
Mississippi flooded with right-wing propaganda. I never signed up. Yeah. It's election time. We're gonna start getting bombarded. Babcock is why black guys no longer there. No, he's saying Babcock on TMZ is why.
Babcock was it Barack?
Yeah, they had some issues. Mike.
Wait, so Babcock is the dude with the locks?
No.
You know, Babcock is the white dude on that left side, the far left. The one that says that Trump lost his best friend. He lost his
That's best friend. His best friend was Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein said he's Donald Trump's best friend in 15 years. They talk like we stupid. We know who his best friend was. You know all the pictures with him and hung out together. They went on islands and went on trips. He met his wife through Jeffrey Epstein. Had his first encounter with his wife on the plane. The rumor is that Epstein with Melania first. His best friend is Jeffrey Epstein. They should have full stopped him right there with that nonsense and been like, don't play in my face talking about his best friend is Charlie Kirk when he's 80 and Charlie Kirk is 30.
He lost his best friend. And then they called him a fascist. They said Trump was a piece of crap. So of course he's upset. So he's justifying Trump's words and his rhetoric.
I mean, but all those things are true. So I mean,
comment section, cats get called names on YouTube nowadays. Like, get over it, dude.
Yeah, he also said, the fact checker's out.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused what the points tie into this conversation.
Reparations.
Cash payments for no vote. I don't care if you black, you don't want reparations. Shake my head. Reparations and cash payments, no vote. The Democrats dangling down the carrot, reparations task force, but not the damn reparations we want. Roland Martin is a disgrace.
Tether. That's what they call people with Caribbean and continental connections. They call them tethers. You know, not foundational, but connected to the.
I don't understand FBI.
Now he should get fired. Babcock should get fired for Oh no, he can't. He can't get fired. But go ahead. What you say, Kumar?
No, I was going off of what Fearless said. I don't understand FBI, but people love FBI. Makes no sense to me, but okay.
Well, I understand the identity because I do remember when people were getting loans and people were acting like there was no culture in America, and the sacrifices of the people that were already here was never like identified and codified in anything. There was no movement saying that the only reason everybody else is here is because of us, built the country type vibe.
Let me read what fact checker Mike acting light skin. I just y'all want to engage in y'all. We're trying to dissect a bunch of dumb fucks who sit there.
Yeah, that was rough to watch. That was hard.
I'm not leading. I'm not falling for this
bullshit.
This arrogant privileged conversation with a bunch of privileged motherfuckers who are sitting there trying to dissect the president, the former president, and none of them are courageous enough to say he is a fascist. He is, because they don't want their FCC license taken. So why should I take a conversation when I know you're playing with restrictions? You don't want to say he is a racist because you can't. Because you're scared that you'll be the next Jimmy Kimmel.
That's why they hung that young man in the center of campus. The same way they did Jimmy Kimmel, the same reason they did that to that young African American. They've been buck breaking and sending a message to the rest of the enslaved people. If you act like him, this is what's going to happen to you. That's why they did it on trees. That's why they did it in town square. That's why they left the body up there for everybody to see the next day. They could easily bury that person.
And listen to Trump not doing anything right except for the immigrant. What did immigration do to change your life?
Wait, he's doing immigration right? He's doing immigration right?
What did you do? What did ICE benefit you? It didn't benefit you in any way.
How did it benefit America? I think it cost us $1 trillion so far.
But a lot of people believe that immigrants are a threat to black labor.
Yeah, they thought the same people that thought that we were the problem. They just keep moving it around different scapegoats every day, but it always comes back to black.
Mike acting light skin up here.
No, I you know what I'm acting? I'm acting like I'm not diving into the. You know what it is.
It's a bad faith argument. They were having a bad faith argument. They knew better. They weren't trying to reach a real reconciliation. They were trying to act like they didn't know things they knew. At one point, he said, "I can't say it's wrong or right." You could say it's wrong. You could say it's wrong.
He said, Barack is presidential though, but not Trump is crazy. Like the current
fact that Barack was never presidential when he was president makes it a bad faith argument. Because those same people, when they was tan suiting Barack, was not coming out talking Barack is presidential. They say it now because he's gone. Just like we talked about the other day, talking about Richard Pryor, Muhammad Ali, and everything. Once you're shaking or you're dead, they'll celebrate you. But when you hear it ain't no Dr. King Day, it ain't no Tupac the greatest rapper, it's get that rapist and kill that heathen. Like, don't play with me. You didn't like Barack when he was in office, when he had power. You like him as a symbol. They're going to be rocking Barack. White people will be wearing Barack Obama t-shirts in 20 years. The same way they wear Bob Marley t-shirts, same way they will be celebrating. They will take Barack Obama for their own and gentrify his ass. They will be rocking Barack Obama t-shirts, looking liberal, looking progressive, even though they voted for everybody else the whole time he was alive. Same pattern.
I agree with the ideology.
And they're going to lighten his face on the picture too to make him look damn near white.
TMZ is exhausting to watch anyway.
Yeah, that was hard for me. That was rough.
That's how the censorship begins. They make an example to stoke fear so that no one says anything. Listen, ABC and Disney's compromised. They had no legal. Every lawyer will tell you what they did can be fought in court, and they didn't have to preempt Jimmy Kimmel. They could have fought that to the end, but they're compromised. There's some type of money that's compromised. There's something that they want, that they get. They don't want their license taken. Bullshit, because you could afford it in court and they couldn't have taken your license. Every lawyer's like, they can fight this. The FCC leader, president, literally said we can do it the hard way or the easy way. What he just said is unheard of, to say something like that on a decision like this. I can't even get into it anymore with these conversations on TMZ. Fuck TMZ. TMZ, go find Justin Bieber like you normally do. We don't need you discussing this. We don't need your opinion on it. We don't need anything from you.
You just go follow celebrities.
Just go follow celebrities and ruin their lives.
Asking them slick setup questions.
Just go do it. Just go expose all their dirt. Go do it. Like everybody, like this Charlie Kirk thing is so maddening to people that you can't even put it into words, because he spread hate, and you know he did. And you know he did. For whatever reason you want to say he did. You want to call it free speech. Fine. But what was the speech about, dummy? What was the speech about? It was about oppressing other people. It was about taking other people's rights. It was flaming the fire to make people hate other people. But using laws and you know this, you know that. And you're going to tell me that people are getting fired by talking about somebody who wasn't even a politician?
Butthead from MTV, Beavis and Butthead.
I had a person file a complaint at the store I work in because they said we celebrated the death of Charlie Kirk. First of all, it's a blatant lie. You're a fucking liar. But if I did, I thought you were American. I thought it was freedom of speech. I thought you should be allowed. But the same person, I promise you, when Osama bin Laden was killed, was taking part in the celebration and the many parades that were going on when we did it.
So it's a battle of you can't say something bad that somebody disagrees with, or you should lose your job if you do.
You either want freedom or you don't.
Yeah, one quote they never talk about is the one about assault, since we talked about that today with the analogy. He said, quote, Charlie Kirk, when you have a frat guy and a sorority girl hooking up 5 drinks in at 2 a.m. and all of a sudden she removes consent, that's a murky middle gray area.
That's wild.
Real wild for people to be like, he's like Martin Luther King and we should celebrate him and give him a special. He's special, all right.
They're giving him a day or something next month, right?
Oh, yeah, give it to him.
They're giving him a day. You know,
Columbus got one too. Only one we acknowledge is Wallace. Like, that's the thing. That's the problem. There was a time in the 80s and not early 90s because hip hop was started, but it was only us with hip hop. There was a time when I think black people would have got on board with a lot of stuff and would have kept faith. Because even after we got rejected the first few wars, we still were like, if we just join this war, maybe we'll be Americans when we come home. And we're to Vietnam, right? Like at this point in the game, if you look at like one story, these young YNs, they don't care about none of this. You can put all the holidays you want, build all the ballrooms. The average 15-year-old in North Philly don't care about none of these buildings or none of these days or none of your customs. They speak a whole different language. They communicate on different platforms. They value different things. They don't know how separated. It's always a generational gap. They're always separated from the youth. This generation is so removed from giving a single solitary about anything they're talking about. They have absolutely no idea. He really thinks his pen is changing people's minds. This isn't 1930, bro. We don't care what you write or what you declare. Can you whoop my ass? Like Chris Rock said. That's all people care about out in the city. Like go outside and look at people shopping tomorrow and just think to yourself, who cares about Charlie? Who cares about none of them? You can look right in their face and see what's on their mind, and it's nothing that they do and nothing they talk about. They try and pay their bills, have some fun, live it up on the weekend, get back to work. It's not the Hitler days. You could just take everybody's brain, have one mode of communication, take over the radio, make it state run, and just take the Hitler youth, take everybody's kids. Like them days is done.
But in business, you do have to be mindful though, right? Of people that are concerned.
You got that. And that's the thing. That's what you need to worry about. Keep your job. That's it. Keep your job.
So
don't
Mike can't celebrate Charlie Kirk.
But once you get off work, there's a lot of they got apps now where you can make a whole little, avatar that can do a whole page.
But this is my thing. All they have to do is lie.
Yeah, they can do it. They can get you anyway.
That's all
so
they
why
have
care?
to do is lie.
You shouldn't care anyway, because they can say Jay Black said it, and we got a deep fake of Jay Black's face, and that's him saying, you can be like, I didn't make that video, that's a fake. And they gonna be like, oh, we're sorry, it looks bad.
And just to be honest, because I gotta go to the job. Just to be honest, the reason why I got so quiet, I just don't even know what else to say. I don't even feel like doing a fucking comedy show because I feel fucking ridiculous to get on stage and say some silly shit to make motherfuckers laugh. I'm sick of this shit. It's mean. It's gotten to the point in my head. This shit is meaningless.
But people need to escape, though, Mike. They need.
I know, but I'm not. That's not my job. Remember, but Obama's not the president anymore. It's not his job. Like, you want me to go up there and make believe that I'm gonna do this joke about getting my dick sucked, and you're gonna really think that I'm sitting here. This is what I'm thinking. People, we're in danger, and I've been on this thing yelling that 10 million people need to be at the Capitol. That's what has to happen. They have to be removed. They're not going anywhere.
I mean, you could always go to George Carlin route, though, Mike.
Yeah, and it's exhausting because everything George Carlin said was right and nobody listened.
Can't be stage. That ain't gonna be funny. People gonna be like, "Yo, I came here to laugh."
Have you not watched George Carlin, Jay?
No, I'm talking about for Mike shows in Harlem. No, I'm talking about the show that Mike gonna be.
You know what I want to
Harlem.
tell people in Harlem, and I might just do it. You know what I want to tell them in Harlem when we're in that comedy club? You know, this is the only place we're safe, y'all. Do you realize when we're together, we have to make sure that this is the only safe space? I mean, safe when we're around people who look like us.
Yeah,
we have to be safe around us because there's nowhere else that we're safe.
But then they're going to record you. They're going to record you and then post that. And then
that's facts. That's a good way to start the show.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
With an honest statement and make people think and be like, "You're right."
Yeah.
Like the whole attitudes that we have with each other. People, this is not a movie anymore. We all we got.
And that's why I said about, and that's why I said what I said earlier about us organizing and coming together.
But how do you organize a secret? How do you work? Because as soon as you work, who's the front person? Now they the target.
You don't need a front person. You don't need a front. That Messiah mentality needs to die. You don't need a front person. We are equals. We are brothers and sisters. We all just need to get together. Make a phone call. Say, yo, I got some chicken. I got some drink. Let's hang out. Let's really build a bond and then move from there.
God
and everybody, and you don't need it. You don't need everybody. You don't
Plus,
need
people were saying all this stuff. Y2K. There's articles about the Great Depression where people were jumping off bridges. When I look back, I'm like, yo, you should have just hung in, man. It swung back around. Like, it didn't last. Trouble don't last always. When I look at people who committed suicide based on Y2K or the Great Depression or the 2008 housing crisis, just live a little longer. It spun right back. Like, they missed Barack Obama and everything. Like, those things you could, hey, this will not last. When not to be like, this too shall pass for real. Like, not just because the young dude is dead and the old dude is dying. This is about to pass. Nobody's rocking with Stephen Miller. Nobody's rocking. When J.D. Vance tries, I want every picture of him in that dress with that wig posted everywhere because MAGA is not going to rock out with a cross-dressing trans sympathizer who called Trump Hitler. You know how they vet people when they try to run and the dirt come out? Him with all them dresses and wigs and all them that makeup he be wearing, he's not going to lead MAGA. Like, it's already said. That's why they're looking for Charlie Kirk. So they lost Kirk.
They did. He was on a future
in chess,
president.
you knew you won 10 moves before the checkmate. In chess, you already know you won. Not in a spiritual sense, like we know how the story ends. I'm saying in the near future, just with the demographics, with the age, with the money, the people are losing their farms. These white folks are losing their farm. They said, we can't last another 4 weeks. They were at the government last week begging for money. The same people said nobody should get handouts. They were at the government saying, if you make us wait another month, we're going to lose our farms. They can't hold out. You know, you play chicken and you run at somebody and see who turns first.
Yeah.
Black people been broke all day life. We can ride till the wheels fall off. We can crash 3 times head on and still be here. You ain't built for this. You're going to veer off this road before all of us. You can't last another 3 weeks with this white supremacist nonsense. The Charlie Kirk special is not going to bring nobody's farms back. Keep playing. Put the foot on the gas. Let's see how these devils really want to play. They can never live in America like we have the whole time.
Hey,
it's almost over.
But you got people saying immigration worked. It was the only thing that worked. Their own comments.
They're $1 billion over budget. They just approved $18 billion per year, and they're losing farms. And they said Texans are going to pay for the bill. They can't. It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable.
Where's the gang members, y'all? Y'all told me this.
Yeah, the
y'all was
goons
supposed
let
to
us
get
down.
the gang members.
M16, M66.
Yeah,
the goons let us down. The goons let us
MS1,
down.
MS13, or where are they?
Everybody, every gang.
You know why I know that you never caught one of them? Because we would hear about it every second of the day. You're taking kids out of people's hands. You're taking mothers away from their families. You're taking fathers who a judge says it's okay to be here. And once they leave the courtroom, they're throwing handcuffs on them and throwing them in the van and sending them. They don't care. I like, man, today, boy. Yeah,
yes, that's the firm that JD Vance is invested in too. So at the same time they're making it so people lose their farm, JD Vance and his billionaire friends are buying up farms. Yes, so that's the thing. You think they're on your side. They're not on your side, dummy. So we're going to sit here and play chicken and laugh and make jokes because we know for a fact the real target is you, dumbass. They're going to get your farms. They're going to get your liberties and take your guns. And then they just made a decision on the House floor where they could deport U.S. citizens. So immigration, that. Now,
then I hear the farmers thought that when he said black jobs, that means there's black people working on the farms or something.
But how crazy is it that you had all these people from other countries working for you and you still thought it was smart to vote to deport them? You deserve every single bit of your bankruptcy. You earned it. You chose it. You knew it was coming. You pulled the lever, pushed the button, stew in it, sleep in that bed you made. I love 2025. As a black revolutionary, they've been talking like this for the last 20-something years. I love it. Comeuppance.
So we'll
Judgment
see
Day.
I will be in Comedy in Harlem, so I'll be there tonight. We will be back at it tomorrow. How immigration works.
No financial questions for Kamar. I had a question. Other than that, it's 9:13.
My bad, Kamar. I got to get out of here.
But listen, this is all financial, honestly. This is all tied to wealth. So, great conversation.
All right. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be. I can never be that. Understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It win. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in your life. Fight for your happiness. Never let anyone, any circumstance take it from you. From Michael Shaw, J Black, Fearless, Kamari, Lady Q, Woke Up Inspired, get all that merch, the hoodies, the t-shirts, all that good stuff, to Sexy Mo, to C Chung, to Amani on Thursdays. Christopher Columbus was an immigrant. The first lady's an immigrant. So when you deport her,
half Trump's family
is an immigrant. Yeah, we're gone.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also